Okay, so today we're gonna paint your little figure from last time. So you'll get it back. It's gonna be Bisqueware, so it's nice and hard, and it's like glass. So be very careful. If anything has broken off or fallen off, we'll get it glued. So don't worry about that. And then today, when you're doing this, whether you paint it realistic or not, that's entirely up to you. We're using these tempera cakes, and I will tell you they get pretty dingy pretty fast. So to clean it, you just need clean water on your brush, and you just kind of rotate it, kind of rub the area you want to clean. I wouldn't clean the whole thing because that will take forever, but if you do like a little section like this, that will be fine, okay? You can, as you can see how I started here, you can paint it more realistic. And if I'm going into, I want it to be this dark, I want to make sure I rub my brush around that paint so it's really, really strong in color. And then I can kind of hold it up and get behind here the best that I can do. There's going to be some areas that it's just difficult to get to, especially if you have a lot of angles like this one. You just kind of move it around. If you get it on yours and you don't want that to be there, you just need to get your brush and clean water and kind of rotate it over that, kind of rub it, and it will lighten it, or it may even make it completely disappear. And then you just kind of wipe it off. Okay, so some colors like the violet stronger than others. Now with mine, I'm going to create more of a watercolor wash look. So I'm just very lightly painting over the whole thing, and then I want it to be a little more translucent. So because of that, I want to just use a lot of water on my brush. If you don't want it to be translucent, then you just need to put more paint on your brush. Paint in all those areas. Kind of overlap. I'm just letting those colors kind of mix naturally. Just put water on my brush this time. Now I will warn you, when you do that, it works really nicely, but if somebody has used a lot of black or brown, it may not turn out how you want. So just be aware of that. When you dip your brush into the water, you may get a little bit more of other colors you may not want. So I'm just directly painting on here. Now I am going to paint the entire figure. I'm not just painting the front. I would do the same if I were you. The only thing is, if you did want to leave something like plain white, if it's something like that's where it's sitting, you know, where you wouldn't naturally see, that would be an option for you. Okay, I'm just having fun painting, kind of letting the colors do whatever they want. If you are thinking of more of a realistic skin tone color, you would use white and brown as your base, and then after that I would use a little bit of orange or yellow, okay, and that will give you a nice skin tone. So use the darker colors or the lighter colors depending on what your skin tone you're shooting for. So you can see how it's kind of bled the colors together, which is what I wanted. I am going to be careful because I did paint and take a little more time on that flower. And this is going to take some time. Now, if for some reason you don't finish this, that's fine. If you don't finish it, I'll have you set it in a separate spot. And then if you are finished with it today, as soon as you are finished, you will place it on a fresh piece of paper towel with your name on it, and then I will wrap it up for you. Okay, so I'm painting the whole thing because I think that looks much nicer. I'm trying to get in there, those little areas the best that I can. Some of them are a little more difficult to get to. And I didn't want that green to be through here, but I'm going to add some green to it now to hopefully lighten that a hair. Sorry, get that in there. And be very careful. I'm kind of doing this fast, so it's flicking some of the color. Going over that because I wanted that to be a little bit darker. Okay, kind of check all of your areas. Do your touch-ups of the areas that you want to be darker. Kind of go over. Okay, and then, oops, yellow. Hopefully my water's not too dirty, but we're gonna try it. See if this works. So I'm gonna get lots of yellow here and just very lightly drop it on there. Okay, so I've got my little figure finished. All I have to do now is get a fresh piece of paper, write my name on it, and then I will wrap this up so you can take it home. Have fun.